looking at the different food groups, and every food group can be represented, but the proportions of those in your diet, going from looking at places where people live longer, healthier lives, like the blue zones, and looking at the proportionality of their diets in terms of different food groups and trying to represent that on a plate.
Right.
So what we end up with is that half the plate should be fruits and vegetables, including that things like mushrooms, which is not actually a fruit, but it's in there because these are the great diluters of diet. These are foods that contain over 80% water, and the rest of it is minerals and vitamins and micronutrients that are good for health. So this is why this should be half of your diet. Shouldn't be a side. This is a principal part of the plate, taking up half of the real estate on your plate, a major part of your diet. And then the other half should be dominated by whole grains. That can be a quarter of your plate. Whole grains are things like you're thinking about whole wheat pasta, whole wheat bread, wild rice or brown rice, steel cut oatmeals, the rolled oats, not the instant oats.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the other quarter of your plate is where your proteins should come in, and the favored protein that should be most of that is legumes, everything that grows in a pod, beans, lentils, chickpeas, tofu, which is soybeans, and that should be the other quarter of your plate. And if you want to do a carve out for animal protein, it should be out of that quarter. So you carve out what should be less than 10% of your diet and make that animal protein.